How you doing out there? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, from beautiful, beautiful Chandler, Arizona, Society of Living Poets. And I hope you're a member. Sit down and write from your heart. It's easy. People say it's hard. No, it's not. You sit down there and you got a blank sheet of paper and you just write from your heart what you feel. And ask your ancestors to help you. Sleeping fathers, sleeping mothers, lend me your strength, your eloquence of tongue and pen. And they will. And it's not a trick. Anybody can do it. Your ancestors aren't gone. They're walking around you as we speak. And people don't believe that? Well, don't then. It's okay. Hey, I had the brainwashing, and that's what this sonnet is about. Number 1301. And I'm just, it's kind of like saying, hey, I believe this stuff, all right? But I'm a lapsed Catholic Menticided altar boy. That's the name of this sonnet. A lapsed Catholic Menticided altar boy. Menticide, I love that word. It means the suicide of the mind, to break the will, to brainwash, to get the man when he's young, to get the lady when she's young, and we teach them when they're young. When they are old, they will not depart from that. They're gonna get that brainwash until their will is broken. Long ago, this is me. I got a picture. It's a nice picture. 48 altar boys, all of them like 7 years old. I was one of them. 48 altar boys. The church was really strong in those days. Young, prepubescent lads, easy to mold, easy to teach. God says you got to do it. Dad and mom says you got to do it. Strong teachings, arduous catechisms. Everything is a sin. Everything is sinful. Pounding on you. Guilt upon guilt. Muttering prayers. Never thinking of the words. There's in the church, there's these ancient, old, elderly ladies in black shawls and black dresses. They're mumbling, they're bleating like sheep. And the incense is so beautiful. The smell is just, it's wonderful. It's exotic. It's so sweet. Sweet incense. It's in delicate aromas wafting around you through magnificent quiet. It's so quiet, good, because God walks within the quiet. People don't understand that. You are going to listen in a silent voice. He speaks to you, and you got to listen in the quiet. You need the quiet. And you got lines of confessors, people going to confess their sins, waiting to be excused. A big line. They're up there on the wall, sitting there, and they're going to be excused until next week. I mean, I'll get excused, and they say, sorry, Father, I won't do it again until tomorrow. Goodbye, Father. Hey, don't get too close. You know, Father Delbert Blanc, he rapes little boys, you know. Come here, my son. Let me show you the love of God. It'll be our little secret. A monster pervert, Delbert Blanc. He got AIDS, and now he's dead. And he spread that AIDS everywhere, spreading it all around. Hey, Delbert Blanc, he's in God's got a hold of him now, an angry, wrathful God. It's written. If you cause a child to stumble and fall in life, it's written in the Bible, you are accursed. It would be better for you if you were never ever born. You are marked with tattooed forehead. You got a tattoo right on your forehead. It's the mark of Cain because you killed that child. What were you doing molesting a child, raping a child? You murdered that child. You got the mark of Cain on your forehead, on your tattoo right on your forehead. And you know it in your heart, in your soul. The wicked soul of yours, that soul of yours is unrighteous. See how true is ancient wisdom. They talk about this. Which all the facts, you got to weigh all the facts to know what you're doing before you do what they did. Study reveals the truth. If you're after truth, and truth is God. God is truth. You study to reveal the truth. Like they burned Joan of Arc alive. Then they make her a saint. Religious wars. I kill you in the name of God. Cruel crusades. We kill you in the name of God. while we rape and murder and steal the land and the women and all the riches that we can. And then they burned William Tyndale alive. All he did was try to translate some scriptures, and they burned him alive. Well, I adored my Clark Gable looking-alike father. My dad looked like Clark Gable. He's a good-looking guy. He was my gallant hero. He was a high scaffold master. He used to get way, way, way up high in there, like 50 feet, 60 feet. And he did some of his work that he's done up there. His decorations, it's 70 years later, and they're still there just as beautiful as ever. It's a beautiful, magnificent, golden job he did. And he never got any thanks. I know that. You know it too. My father told me he didn't do it for anybody but to honor God. A lesson for me to remember, yes. My father, man of steel. If he wanted me to be an altar boy, okay, I'll do it. Anything my dad wanted me to do. He was a righteous man. I'd do anything for my father, a truly devout Roman Catholic man. And my angel mother, my mother was an angel. I hope yours was too. My mother, Julia Gould Mercure. My Madonna, a saint of a mother. They were really good Catholics. Well, I long ago became a disciple of Marcus Aurelius Antoninus. His Stoic faith. That there is one God, that everything is duty and righteousness. Be righteous. That's all you got to do, and never expect a reward. You're going to make tough decisions, and it's going to cost you. So what? It's righteous, and you know it, and everybody has to be righteous no matter what. It's simple. It's as simple as that. Catholics are told that priests only have the wisdom. The wisdom's in the Bible, but only anointed priests can interpret the Bible for you. You're not encouraged to read the Bible. And most people don't. It's beautifully written, especially the King James. All right? And you have to understand, if you don't want to open it and read it and study it, just read Psalms and Proverbs. You'll be impressed. Nobody writes like that. It's that beautiful. It's poetry. It really is. And I'm a sonneteer. I write poetry, and Psalms and Proverbs are poetry, I'm telling you. It's as simple as that, though. You're not supposed to read the Bible? Come on, man. You get indoctrinated. You go to Catholic summer school. They take you on mountain campouts. And it was a good experience, all of it. Now, moving on, I wish to have my soul independent. I want to make up my own mind. I want to make up my own stoic mind by study and intense prayer. I read the New Testament 154 times. And I read all the others too, all of the Quran and the books on Confucius and the Tao and the I Ching. And I've read all of that in Hindu verses, the Vedic hymns. I read all of that. Why? Because I want to know. I want to know. And there can be only one God. One God. And I read the books of knowledge, seeking God's face. It's Psalm 27. Thou art instructed to seek my face. What? To try to seek God's face? Yes, I think that's commandment number 11, because it's the hardest commandment there is. And I've been trying to see his face since I was 8 years old, and I was this altar boy. And I'm still that altar boy. But the Bible and the Quran and all those things, they're all wonderful. Why? It's all one. It's all God. And God is truth. Now I know to seek his face, that's duty the hardest and the most beautiful, because it's written, Ephesians verse 21, and the God that I believe in, all right, will make all things known to me. All things known to me. And it works. Asking your ancestors for help. Asking God for help. Asking your sleeping fathers and sleeping mothers, please help me. Send me your eloquence of tongue and pen. And it works. I'm living proof. All right? And you can do it too. Sit down and write a verse. I'm that little Catholic boy. Dan, I'm still me. I'm 25 years old inside, but now everything's wearing out. But you can understand this. Hey, sit down and write a verse. Thanks for listening. God bless us, everyone. Au revoir, mes amis.